All right, now we're continuing our discussion on probability. And let's talk about notation. When we say the probability of some event, we write a capital P, and in parentheses we put whatever that event is. Okay? Let's make an example. Suppose we flip a coin. One possibility is heads, the other is tails. We're going to call H heads and T tails, which makes sense. Okay, so possible outcome would be heads, possible outcome is tails. Probability, and again, event is just one possible result or a group of results. So let's say we flip a coin one time. The probability of getting heads is the how many heads there are on a coin, which is 1, out of how many faces there are on a coin, which is 2. All right. Suppose we flip a coin more than that, though. Then we're going to need to start talking about a sample space. All right. And sample space is just a list of all the possibilities. Suppose we flip a coin. We only have heads possible or tails possible. That's it. Now suppose we flip a coin, let's see, here I'm going to say one time. We only have these two possibilities. But what if we flip it twice? On the second one, all right, for our first time we could either flip a head or a tail. From there we could either flip another head or we could flip a tail. Okay, so we flip it one time, we get a tail. After on our second roll, on our second flip, we could either get a head or a tail. Now this diagram that I'm forming here is each possibility of getting heads or tails. As we go on, I could make a third column here. Okay, would be the third coin flip. And from our first coin flip, I could either go heads, heads, and then I could flip heads or tails again. From our second one, if I go heads and then tails, I could flip either heads or tails. So now if we had tails first, if I went tails then heads, I could either go tails, heads, heads, or go tails then from heads to tails again. And the same is true down here. If I go tails, then flip tails on the second, I could either go heads or tails once again. This whole diagram here of each possible outcome is called a sample space.